Previous to this, for 36 years of my life, I was a musician, and I thought music was my way to have a real impact as an individual on the world. But there's a whole bunch of great musicians. There are not enough of people who do what I do, which is push the envelope to make sure that environmental protections remain intact, no matter who politically is in power or who is running the show for government. Well, I see where the snowy plover nest is now. So I found that I have a certain skill at making things happen and getting volunteers involved and motivating people to care about stuff. So because of various physical issues, I couldn't do music so much anymore. This became my new passion and my vehicle to affect the world in a positive way, at least in my view. Fort Soto Park is like famous. People come from all over the world during height of migratory season just to find cool birds. This year, the nesting is just off the charts. And because I'm working a lot with my actual job with the Army Corps as a subcontractor, I, for the first time this year, started looking for volunteers to help me basically maintain the postings. The postings means when shorebirds nest, we post or make a barrier. It's not really a barrier, but it's a visual barrier to folks to say, don't go any further because there's eggs in here and chicks, and you should respect this area, don't let your dogs in there, don't you go in there. And unbelievably, at least the last 2 years in a row, because of years of going out there, talking to folks, saying, hey, if you guys just leave this alone, you got the rest of this, what is now a 26-acre shoal to party on. I've not found footprints. I've not found dog footprints. And it's just a matter of education and being passionate about having people see what you see through your eyes. Right now, we have all 5 of the highest targeted or protected species of shorebird in the state of Florida. American oystercatcher, Wilson's plover, snowy plover, least tern, black skimmer. All 5 are nesting on this shoal. It's just off the charts unbelievable. There are very few places in the state that have those bragging rights. I do it because when I get to see babies on the beach who are flying and I know that they're gonna go back to wherever they came from during the winter, that is a really special feeling to know that your efforts paid off. And let me tell you, a lot of times we fail. Respecting the wildlife, keeping your distance, not causing them to be disturbed, that is how you can help us help the birds. Absolutely don't let your children, or encourage them, which we see all too often, to run through flocks of birds. I don't care if they're nesting or not. It's a bad thing to do. You're not helping anything when you do that. If you look around, that's what's beautiful about Florida. Not the stuff we build, but the stuff that was here before we started building. That's what we want to save and preserve, because that's what makes it cool to be down at the beach in Sunset and watch it fly by or swim by or even crawl by sometimes.